So hey everybody, this is a chart of Chipotle. As you can see here, we had a 50-to-1 split on June 2024. 50-to-1 at around $65. So doing the math, that's around somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a share. So we know Chipotle has the potential to reach those heights. After the split, we pulled down to about $48 or so, and then from there it's kind of been bouncing around between $56, or let's say $57 and $48. It's been kind of in this range. I'd say the range is more $48 to $69. And then it came back down to 48 again to retest that as support. Here we have a pointer, and here we have a nice big green bar. So we know there's buyers here for sure at around $48. Pushed it up, came back down, retested, pushed up again. So from here, I believe that Chipotle is gonna go higher. We're gonna go higher and probably retest that 69.26. Maybe come back down and retest this $60 area, because you see here it went up, tested it, went up there, came back down, blew through it. So we know that that bar had to push really hard to get through that support area to get down here. So there was a lot of that big bar there, big bar there, big. So there were just a lot of selling going on right here, getting through. And that's of course when we had our split. So it pushed it on down. So only thing I can figure is that sellers, 50-to-1, sell 49 of it and keep one, right? And start over again, rinse, repeat, as some like to say. So we had a double bottom, now we're pushing back up. So I think on Chipotle, and I was looking at the 2-year in a day, and we could see back over here, Chipotle will like to, it did a little consolidate in this area, stayed in this little range, and then it popped up, tested it, and then took off. Here at around, that was October of 2023, and it just took off and didn't stop. October 2023 to what's that? June of 2024. I mean, it just ran non-stop going up for a year. Where we got our split, dropped back down to $48. I suspect if the market holds up and we start going higher after the Feds finish doing their thing and we figure out who's going to be president, I suspect it's going to take off and start going higher again. We'll be looking for that, $3,000 a share mark again. And who knows how long it'll take to do that. But Chipotle has been a pretty strong stock. Definitely have been getting some volume. We got volume here. Nice volume day. That pushed it back up. I mean, look at that bar and volume. Got a lot of volume going there. I've been loading up on Chipotle down around in this area here. If we get up above this 56.92, I might buy another share there. If we get up above this 60.35, I might buy another share there. I'm only buying one share at a time of Chipotle. You know what I mean? One share gives me $3,000. I'm happy, right? So I will be loading up, but only at areas of support. So like I said, once it passed through this area here, and if it comes back to retest this 56.92, I might buy a share. Gets up through this 60.35, comes back and retest it, I might buy one more share. Gets up through this 69.26 and comes back down and retest it, again another share. And that's how I'll keep trading Chipotle. I'm not going to buy a bunch of shares thinking I'm going to buy a bunch down here and then it turn around and drop down here. Now I'm scared I'm going to lose all my money and want to sell it. I don't want to do that. I want to basically dollar cost average, and dollar cost averaging is going to, I think, give me the best return or the best chances of making gains on this stock. And again, Chipotle, let's see, we got, that's 2 years. Let's go back to a year and a day. Let's do 3 months and a day and see what that looks like. So 3 months to the day, we had a nice pullback. Test this area here. Now we're starting to move higher again. We got our 200-day moving average is being support. Got our 20-day moving average is moved underneath it as support. And our 9-day, which you can see where the stock followed the 9-day here. And it, found some support. Had this nice bar push up, find support. But then it gapped down. And that gap down tells us a lot too about the support area in here, that there's strength in this area, because it had to gap down from it. It couldn't just walk its way down. It had to jump down. So it jumped down and came back and they bought it up in this area and pushed it right back up to retest this 56.92 area again. So 56.92 is, and of course when I say this area, I don't exactly mean exactly that number, 56.92. I might buy at 56.90, or maybe 56.13. Maybe I might just get it at 56. You know what I mean? But it's only going to be one share when I do decide if I'm going to buy it or not. And hold it there. If it comes back down here, I'll pick up another share again. If it goes back up here, comes up, comes back down, I'll test that support and buy another share. Of course, every share that I buy, I'm not going to sell until it hits that $3,000 mark, or until they start talking about doing another split. If they split again, then I'll probably wait till after the split and make a decision at that point of where I'm at and what I'm going to do, and how the market is moving at the time, because we don't really know what the future is going to bring as far as the stock market is concerned. We do know it's going to go higher. We just don't know how long it's going to take. So yeah, that's my take on Chipotle. And I see with this pullback, let's go back out to the yearly. So we had a nice pullback here. We had a good push up, nice pullback, retest this area. So we're gonna go back up here and recheck that. So if you hit this, we could kind of expect it to want to move back up and through there, which, so if we get through there out to here, could take this line, trend line here, and let's use this one here. Let's do that. Let's do this. So we'll take this trend line and grab this one here. And this is a Schwab or a Thinkorswim platform. So we're going to draw a line from where it took off, going to here and stopped. And we'll activate that. Oops. Let's activate that line and grab it and put it over here and see what we come up with. Oop, didn't like that. Let's try it again. Ah, dang it. Alright. I hate when it does this. Alright. Activate. Grab. Move. We'll put that there for our last touch. And let's see what we're at now. Let's see, how do we get there? Maybe expand our, change our range. Let's try 500, see what that does. Up too much. Let's go back, change our right expansion. Let's see what 100 does. So there we go, got a little bit of it. Bring this down, and it puts us at about here. Let's change our drawing tool to the and make it white for a new high, show it on the right, and bingo. So we're looking at about, maybe if it moves the way it moved previously, you may hit about $73, $74, and around that will put us towards the end of the year. Wait, is that 2024 or 2025? 2024, yeah. So about the end of the year, if it moves the way it moved in the past, we should be around $73, which isn't bad. $20 move. You know, $20 ain't bad. Ain't nothing to sneeze at, depending on how many you got, how many shares of it. $20 by the end of the year, that's maybe 3-4 months or whatever. For August, September, October, November, December, yeah, 4 more months. So that's not a bad return, considering you can't make that much money in the bank with it sitting in the bank. $50 sitting in the bank, or $56 sitting in the bank for 4 months ain't gonna get you $20. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Chipotle. I think it's a really good stock. I think it's a strong stock. I think you can make some decent money on there. And there's some other ones like Walmart did a split recently down here. February of this year, it split 3-1. You know, so about 150 bucks where it was at. So, but it's already gone up $20 from February till now. So 6 months it moved. Well, not $50. What am I saying here? It's gone up $20 in the last 6 months. So, and it looks like it wants to go higher. It's got this open window here, which makes me nervous for it, and down here. But as long as it keeps going higher, and if it does another split, it'll close those windows. But yeah, Walmart looking pretty good, and I do a deeper dive on Walmart. But I'll do a video also on the stocks that I like to long term. But yeah, going back to Chipotle. It's definitely for me a long-term buy, and I think at this price you can't beat it. $56. So yeah, of course this is not a suggestion to buy, sell or hold or anything. I'm just telling you what I'm doing with the and what I think the stock will do in the future. So like and subscribe, tell me what you think, and see you on the next one.